back here on TV 18. Thanks for hanging out with us today. This segment is brought to you by Middle Park Medical Center. All of the things that you might need right here in Grand County, so you don't need to go over the pass for your medical needs. Again, mpmc.org. Our next show is going to have the CEO on it, so stay tuned for that coming up next week. Middle Park Medical Center, keeping life grand. Today on the show, we have Rick and Val with Oxygen to You. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Tk you.
Thank you.
Welcome to our couch.
It's awesome.
Well, thank you for saying that. It's not really, but.
Go on now. You may never leave.
Oh, good. Okay. So I know you guys personally, but you, our TV viewers might not know you. So tell me a little bit about yourself. How long have you been in the Valley and what's going on?
So we've been in the Valley for, this is what, our 7th summer here. So we've survived all the winters.
Right.
We came up here in 2009 and tried to leave, and we're still here.
Right.
We've lived on both the Fraser side and the Granby side. We love Grand County.
Yeah.
And our kids graduated from Middle Park High School.
Right.
Have one left.
Crazy.
And we just enjoy everything about the county.
Awesome. Summer, winter, better? Which one do you like?
Summer for sure.
Okay.
We loved the winters when we got here.
Yeah.
We understood why people came here all the time, but once we did a summer, we said, this is just like California. We don't have to go. We just have to weather the winter in order to get there.
Right,
So,
and deal with the shortness of the summer.
Yes.
So we came here in the summer, so that's why we stayed.
Good. Some things you guys like to do in the summer? Hiking?
Mountain bike, golf, hiking.
Good. Cool. Have you been out golfing yet?
I have not been out there yet, not legally. You know, maybe after hours in the dark.
Right.
We won't talk about that.
No, cut that out.
So.
Cool. Well, you guys are here to talk about your new company, Oxygen to You. Tell me about basics, high level, what it is.
Go ahead.
Want me to start out? So, from my perspective, we've lived here and I've worked in the healthcare side of things for the past 7 years. Started out working pediatrics here in Winter Park, and then currently I work at Middle Park Medical Center in the emergency room. Great place to be, and we obviously see tons of people from all over Grand County, and lots in the ER. And one of our big things that we experience is people coming in that cannot breathe. Because they're from the flatlands. Right. Kansas, Nebraska, Texas, where they actually have oxygen. So we see a lot of that, and I've started to notice in the last couple of years, as I've become more accustomed to the ER side of things, is people showing up from weddings in the summer, family reunions, big gatherings. They're coming in with nausea, headaches, tiredness, dizziness, vomiting, and wanting us to treat their symptoms, which we do. The broader side of that is that when someone comes in for oxygen, they have to be statting at a specific level in order to receive oxygen.
So or receive a prescription. And that's been the problem. People who suffer from altitude sickness, they may not have a severe enough case where they can get a prescription to get help.
From the ER.
So there's a gap that we're filling. We're non-prescription. You don't need a prescription to use it. We are medical grade, but it's not a prescription-based type of oxygen treatment. It's not meant to treat, cure, or prevent any illness or disease. It's a recreational, much like Advil is at 200 milligrams, but you need a prescription for 600. You know, so at any rate, so we saw that there was a need for people who suffered, who either had to leave our county and cut short their vacation and spend their dollars elsewhere, and other people that never came back because they had a bad experience. And so we saw from the ER side, from the medical side, and from the recreation side that there was a need to fill.
And so probably actually a couple years ago, we started doing some research. Rick came up with the idea. Actually, I have to give him credit for that.
Good job.
Even a stop clock is
right?
Yes. So he came up with the idea of non-prescription oxygen, and being on the medical side of things, I was like, that's an interesting concept. So we started to research it, and in the process of doing so, we found out that we, meaning Grand County, was one of the only resort communities that did not offer non-prescription oxygen delivery services to their visitors. So from there, we decided this might be a good idea.
Is it safe? Like, can you OD on it? Can you, like, how long do you hang out on it? And
it's not safe at all. It's really,
is it a little tricky?
Yeah, I don't know what God was thinking when he decided to put oxygen in our air. It absolutely is safe.
Okay.
Oxygen is technically a controlled substance, especially when it's in canisters. It's explosive, very, very flammable. This is taking ambient air and just compressing it, getting rid of the nitrogen or the non-oxygen elements. And you'll get 92 to 94% oxygen at the dispenser right in your nose. But really the genesis for this whole thing was not only the medical side, but like so many Grand County residents, I've usually had 2 or 3 jobs a year.
Right.
And one of them was working last winter at Winter Park Resort in the private lesson center. And I saw so many people come through there that, you know, suffered from this, but more so how much money they spend in our community. They spend multiple thousands of dollars and some tens of thousands of dollars to come here. And so for a few $100s a week or a few $100s a weekend or a couple $300 for a week, a family, an entire group can prevent or even try to mitigate the effects of altitude sickness by having oxygen available. And this will serve a family of 3, 4, 5. So.
Good. And our altitude is at 9,000 feet, so oxygen definitely needed, and people probably don't even think about it. And we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back with Rick and Val and Oxygen to You, so stay tuned. Again, this segment is brought to you by Middle Park Medical, keeping life grand. Check out all of their services at mpmc.org. We'll be back here on TV 18.